Hey everyone, welcome back to the Severed Chains Devstream. This week I have a Lepre with me again. We're going to be working more on the music and audio improvements. Do you want to talk a bit about what you have been working on lately?
Sure. I can give a brief overview. Um, Essentially, I've been rewriting the entire sequencer to run in a single thread because the way game handles there's kind of like a sound chip that run its own code, and game's kind of issuing commands to it. So for simplicity and the ability to change stuff into it easily, I have made it all single-threaded. Not sure how many of you actually know about the sound improvements of like the increased resolutions in terms of interpolation and pitch bending and panning. Those kind of stem from that whole bunch of research.
Yeah, there's a bit of stuff that we've integrated into the existing code, but there is other stuff that Lepre's been working on that's a lot more difficult to integrate into this legacy stuff. So it's kind of parallel development. I'm working on like the existing code and kind of improving it here and there. Lepre's working on wholesale new code that isn't integrated into the engine yet, but we're kind of just sharing ideas back and forth. Um, just before the stream, I actually got reverb working, and this stream is mostly going to be focused on us porting that reverb code over to the new system. Hey Chocolate,
Mhm.
hey Fanger.
I think we'll have to change a bit how the mono and stereo works, because currently I have some slight changes in if you're in mono and if you're in stereo. I am not 100% certain on the fixes I have for mono. There might be some weird things happening with if you change pan and you're in mono.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I just completely deleted the mono code.
Yeah, I doubt anyone will want to run this in mono anyway.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't think there's a reason for it.
well, it is important for accessibility. Some people do need to run like to like a single headphone or something like that. Um, but I think we can probably just do it like at the actual point of like rendering the final audio. There was a bit of a bit of weird code in the original game engine that kind of short-circuited some calculations if you were in mono code. And I mean, sure, it'll save a couple of cycles here and there, but on modern hardware, I really don't think that matters.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so we can probably just do it like at the point where we send the output to OpenAL.
Hmm.
Hey Lloyd. So where will I find the code that you've been working on?
In core, and there's a audio package.
Right, okay.
Oh, and I haven't renamed some stuff here. Uh, the Can you just rename the underscore 18? I think that's it. Let me double check in clear voice. I forgot to push this. Usage. And where was this?
If I'm remembering this correctly,
That should be high priority.
are you sure about that? Because
Oh wait. Okay. Let me. I have the code stashed somewhere, and so that I am.
hey, Icarus. Wow, I'm having trouble talking today. So that _18 gets set if channel.get_0b
Oh, so
equals
it's the
7f.
other one. So it's the other one. The OC should be high priority.
I think you've got this backwards.
Yeah, this is supposed to be high priority. Yeah, you can rename that.
The layer, this is supposed to be high priority.
You can just eat all of this and have the if you go back to where you were, here you can just have low priority set to the not of the layer is high priority and the OC to the value. There's no actual reason to branch there.
What's up, Spyro? Seems kind of odd to have multiple booleans for that.
Yeah, I think one reason why that's the case is because the 18 is some kind of like a mid priority, and it's essentially like working like a like an enum of sorts.
Yeah, so we don't have that reversed here.
Because if you look into the key off voice, now that everything's renamed, you'll see that if it's not high priority, it becomes low priority, but if it is high priority, it either becomes low priority or it becomes this like medium step.
Hmm.
And I was thinking like that maybe we should make it an enum.
Yeah, probably. Not bad, Spyro. I spent way too long trying to figure out why the reverb code that I added wasn't working, only to find out that the code that I wrote was fine, and I just used one wrong variable outside of that code. That was a bit of a table flip moment.
Actually, I wonder how many of people who are here actually heard how the sequencer actually sounds.
The new one?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's get reverb implemented here, and then we
Yeah,
can
yeah,
show it
sure.
off. Gotta build
Sure,
up
sure,
the
sure.
suspense a little bit. Okay, so,
I wonder if you can just take the reverb class and just use it.
most likely. So I see you are, yeah, so you're individually buffering samples for each voice here.
Yes, yes, yes. You're probably in the method which is it's voice dot tick, I think.
Yeah, that's where I am now.
It probably shouldn't be void, and it should be returning the actual values to the audio thread, I think.
Um, would definitely be more efficient to just have them as properties on it so we don't have to do any allocations to return.
Oh, or that, yeah. Voice can have like a left out and a right out.
Okay, let me see here what we're doing. Okay, so you got the original volume as a double, and then the ADSR as a short. Um, I'm wondering if we should just have
You
this
can
as a
just make it
float.
short and shift to the right. It's just like
Well, I'm wondering if we
dividing
should
to it.
just have this as a float because the reverb code expects a float anyway.
Sure, if that's easier, there's no issue with that.
Okay, so we're sampling the voice as a short, then we apply the ADSR envelope, shift right by 15.
I think you want to keep that still as short because making the ADSR work with floats will be annoying.
Yeah, it was actually pretty easy to do it with the reverb stuff.
Because you would have to rework all of the checks and stuff from very specific short values to.
Yeah, we'll do that another time. Um, yeah, I guess it's just gonna be
The ADSR
ADSR
applied times
applied times the stop volume left divided by.
volume left already. You don't have to divide there. Wait. Yeah, you
Yeah,
do
no, we do,
because
because you're casting to short.
I'm wondering if like the branch there for stereo is actually like even helpful.
Yeah, I mean, probably not.
'Cause I'm wondering like if the branch occasionally being able to misfire will just like it's just one like operation, right? So it can probably do it all the time, but like whatever. And here you can just remove the loop and just buffer 0 to both. Just make left and right 0.
Um, so I
Just the
think
out left and
we'll.
out right.
So I guess we're going to completely remove the buffered
The
sound
sound
from this
from
class.
yeah. There's no reason for it if we're gonna be adding them in audio thread.
Okay, so back here, we are going to need So we took the voice and then we increment sum left by no, Spyro, this won't have anything to do with that, but well, the reverb specifically won't. But once we do integrate all this new audio code that we've been writing, that will resolve it.
I'm here when you're initializing it. Um, you just add a buffered sound here.
What should we do for buffer size?
Uh, just initialize it later on in the class. These values are already being passed from in the if you check voice. Oh, I haven't removed the. If you go below voices, just put in samples per tech and stereo.
Okay.
And I don't actually think we need the previous voice thing because I wasn't able to find a single spot where the channel modulation would have been used. Not like the actual sequencer modulation, but like the thing where one channel modulates the next channel.
Gotcha. Yeah, we'll have to see what's going on there. So yeah, we need to multiply this by x800.
And you need to clump it. I am not sure if I would go and straight up implement the reverb without testing this first.
Yeah, I mean, it's
But I
probably
guess
reasonable.
if you like to live dangerously.
I'm feeling particularly spicy. Alright. We'll give it a... Why is it failing to save my settings? Never seen that happen before. Well, I guess I'll do what it says. That's a pretty interesting bug. I don't think I've ever actually fought the Divine Dragon since adding music support. Alright, so this will run just nope, not going through sound test because sound test no longer exists. What class is your tester in?
It's in core audio.
What's it called?
Core and audio. Just sound test.
Well, I don't think I did it right. Those are some really small values.
Uh,
That's a very low ADSR, isn't it?
that's somewhat low ADSR, yes. It's uh,
Because, yeah, that's a very, very small number.
but it's possible if it's like very early sample.
We just got to the read end. Let's open up the sound test, see what's going on.
Let me just double check that the branch is working as intended.
Yeah, I'm gonna stash these changes real quick.
Yeah, it works just fine on my end.
Yeah, working fine there. Alright, so what are we doing wrong here? Let's dump a wall of text. I mean, they're definitely small values, and feel like I feel like they should be bigger than that.
Mm, okay, what's getting pushed into the voice out left and voice out right?
So it is these values, which is exactly what was getting pushed out there.
That looks fine though.
That's what I'm thinking.
Possibly some. So they
Hmm.
should be in the range of -1 to 1.
Yep.
But you're getting like 0.2.
Okay, let's try something here real quick. Still pretty small values. Are we just not setting up the voice correctly or something, or the output rather?
Oh wait. What are you doing with the sound with the buffers right now in the audio thread?
Nothing.
That might be an issue.
Well,
Playing.
we're buffering it.
Yes, but it won't play on itself, and it won't clear its buffers on its by itself. You need to look into audio where it was doing like voice.play on stuff.
Oh, whoops, we never actually finished removing this, did we?
Nope.
Well, that would do it.
And then you need to replace the play method with just this.output.play, and the process buffers on top you need to replace with that's actually what sets up the buffer looping.
Yeah, okay, so this should work now. Well, it's working. Kind of.
I heard something over the Devstream. The stream didn't catch up yet. Okay, I heard that now.
Okay,
There's
so are you applying the voice volume?
yes. The volume left and volume right. It's calculated for the voice.
Yeah, you are. Hmm. Sorry everyone, but I am going to run that again. So I mean, the sum is quite small here. It
Wait, let me check if it's setting correct. This buffered sound, it should be placed in the buffered sound.
doesn't look like any of these samples are actually clipping.
I'm putting in buffered sound and stereo. So that should be samples per tick and stereo. Is that right in the code? Did we put samples per tick in there?
Yep.
So that is correct.
I mean, it's playing at the correct sample rate, because it's the correct pitch. Oh, it's because I'm still scaling it by 800.
Oh, yeah, that would do it. That would definitely do it.
Or 8,000. Right is still being scaled. Alright, third time's the charm. No more vacuum cleaner. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that is perfect. Hey, Sir Heck. Okay, so let's convert this back to floats.
Okay, I had to catch up on stream, so looks like it's fine now, right?
Yep. Okay, was that everything I needed to do? It was not everything I needed to do. The sums are 0 now. Oh,
We're converting it to short. Yeah, that might cause a little bit of an issue if it's in a
yeah,
range of -1 and 1.
maybe a little. Still not working. What happens if we jack this up a little bit higher?
Do you want to get it louder or what?
Just seeing if it's quiet and that's why it's not happening, but um okay, it is just too quiet, but why? Oh, I know why, because I put an F at the end here because float, and that's just a really large hex number.
That would be a very, very large hex number. I just hate how you cannot do that with hex.
Yeah.
I want to write my decimals in binary. Please, let me. It's so easy to do it from top of the head. The first one is a half, then it's a quarter, then it's an eighth.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, that is working.
Okay, sounds like it's working.
Okay, instead of doing that, I'm just going to copy in this method for now.
How did you name that
Well,
class?
reverberizer?
It's a reverberator.
No, reverberizer.
It's, the reverb rises. I mean, would the hex numbers be better if you use double instead of float? Just subtract 2.
Okay. So do you have reverb enabled in your
It might
implementation?
not be in voice, but it should be in layer. So you would need to
Instrument layer?
yeah, instrument layer. It should have a flag
Is
is
reverb?
reverb.
Okay.
You can either get it straight off the layer, or I guess you can get it straight off the layer. The layer should be accessible here.
Um, okay, you don't have reverb output volume. Um, that is not something that's set.
Shouldn't that be set on the SSSQ itself?
No, it's an external control. Oh, there is that is one of the data entries as well.
Sure, we can do that one. Just put it in the SSSQ, I guess. That should be. The SSSQ already has volume, so it can. I guess it can have reverb volume. Since that's gonna be
It's
applied for the
not
entire sequence,
it's not just for the
right?
sequence though. It's global. I don't think
If it's
SSSQ
global,
is.
then put it in audio thread.
You're also going to need the global volumes and everything as well.
Is the global volume used for reverb?
No, but it's used for the global volume.
Well, I can just call the gain on the buffered sound. I think that's significantly better solution than having to deal with some weird global.
Well, no, like there's global volumes associated with the SPU. Like there's the main volume.
Okay, that's just as ridiculous as I thought they were gonna make it.
I mean, it's pretty normal for a game to have volume controls.
Yes, but why does it volume? on the entire global volume thing, and not on the SSSQ that it's referencing.
Because then you would have to reset it every single time. Like it's the SPU volume, right?
Yeah, but
I mean,
why?
SSSQ is not part of the SPU.
I know, but like, why does the sequencer access this global volume and not?
It doesn't. It's part of
It
the
doesn't?
SPU. Same as the reverb is not part of the sequencer either.
So why can't you just call the gain on the buffered sound instead of calling the global volume? Not sure I'm following.
I'm not sure I'm following either.
If you go into the buffered sound class, it has you can just do the AL source F and you can change gain to whatever you want.
Okay, that should work fine.
That will just change the volume.
So we need to be able to access the audio thread reverb volume from the reverberizer.
Yeah, but the reverberizer is going to be part of the audio thread, right?
I believe so. Yeah. So we can probably pass this in, or rather, we can just do that on the outside, I guess. So I'll just cut this out. Oh, actually, I want to just do this as a float. Hey, Ontario. Yeah, it's already sounding a lot better. Um, Hold on.
You need to pass the layer as a parameter for the function, not for the make
Yeah.
it a. I mean, ideally, we could maybe just be passing a boolean.
Yeah, I mean, so there's some weirdness where the reverberation continues running. Um, And if you disable it in one way, you'll continue getting samples, but I think we could just get rid of that. I'm like 99% sure that doesn't matter to us at all.
Wait, but won't if you do this, won't you get reverb on everything? Or you're gonna do it outside here?
No, that's global disable, and I'm not sure that that's actually even used in Legend of Dragoon.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
So there is a per voice enable. Oh wait, is that what you
Each
had?
voice has a layer,
Right,
so you
okay,
can
so that
just
was the wrong
get
thing
the
anyway.
layer.
How do we get the layer for a voice?
It's probably just private to a voice, so you can just maybe either make it public or whatever. Yeah, just note that you're gonna have to check for null here.
Okay, so we also need some of the reverberating voices. Yeah, we're working on adding reverb right now, which actually makes a pretty big difference. Okay, so we process the reverb. Need to change this so that the inputs are floats. And then we no longer need to do this. Well, I mean, anyone can make whatever mods they want, really. We've got a modding API for end users to use. We aren't going to be making a lot of mods personally, just kind of building supports for other modders to be able to do the things they want to do.
Yeah, I never was really into the creative part of modding.
Hmm.
In the camp of get the tools out, get the tools done and get out. Let the more qualified people do the actual mods.
Yeah, kind of the same with me. Um, so now this is not going to work without bootstrapping the game first. because it needs to load the configs out of emulated memory.
So we should probably just find them in Ghidra and copy them as tables, right?
Sure, but that's a lot of copying.
Oh, they're gonna be fairly large, right?
Yeah. They're hex 40 bytes each.
Yeah, I'm wondering how to test the music easily without it, and I'm not seeing a easy fix for that.
Yes, we are enablers. Yeah, so once we run this, um, so I guess we can just statically call that soundtest.main. And now if we boot the game, hopefully this will work.
See things on the screen.
Yeah, we're getting audio. Let's make sure that we're actually, yeah, we're getting reverb. Perfect. Let's try the inventory music.
I'm gonna have to take your word for it.
So if we comment this out, it should sound a lot worse. Yep. No more reverberation. One thing I'm noticing is that the reverb makes it louder, which doesn't happen with the SPU implementation. So that is kind of interesting.
I mean, the reverb
Oh,
is added on top of.
we are missing. I didn't actually do the scaling here. And we also aren't setting it. Um, oh, hold on. Okay, we need to do a couple of things here. We are not actually setting the config, so it's just using zeros. Okay. And I'm just going to make these floats as well. No, that's not right. Oh, they need to be shifted left. Okay. Oh, we're in programming mode. But anyway, that should be pretty reasonable. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, that sounds like a thing. Make sure that we've actually got values here, and we do. Those all look normal. Now I'm kind of curious to see what some of the other uh, built-in reverberation modes sound like.
Put up on the stream and it's already sounding pretty good.
Yeah. Doesn't really sound much different.
It's just a slightly larger room, unless you cranked it up by a lot.
Yeah, it doesn't really sound like much, but I mean the Sony devs aren't gonna include anything like wild in the default reverb configs, so that's to be expected. Yeah, it is sounding pretty good. And we are actually the PS1 and the PS2, they actually almost use the exact same reverb setup. They both do reverb at half resolution, which doesn't sound too bad, but it's not great. But we're doing it at the full audio resolution too, so that's even better on top of all the other improvements that we've got too.
Oh, it also like alternates the left and right channel, right, in reverb.
Yeah. We might actually be real dumb. Yep, we're real dumb. Okay, there we go. Now there's actual reverb. And we're not just pretending. That's a pretty clear difference. Yeah, so the algorithm that they use, I'm fairly certain it's the Schrader algorithm, and I mean that's actually an algorithm from like the mid 60s, and still holds up pretty well today. But it's very, very, very easy to calculate, so it doesn't tie up a lot of system resources. Reverb is kind of notoriously difficult to actually make work in a way that doesn't obliterate your CPU. Alright, let's try some of these other configs now that it's actually enabled. Yeah, that's got like an actual like echo on it. interesting, that'd be like a cave. Oh, this one's a little crazy. Uh-oh. Yep, that one's the thing. This is like a pipe.
Oh, yeah. I remember one of them being called pipe.
Yeah, actually, even in hardware, it's very common to use the Schrader algorithm, like in
I believe
reverberation pedals and stuff like that for guitars.
I believe the Schrader algorithm can be completely done in hardware.
Oh yeah, definitely. Very, very easily. I mean
Like,
it's just four parallel combs fed into two all-pass filters, and those are all very, very simple hardware.
it kinda reminds me of like the hardware CRC checkers,
Hmm.
where if you have very specific circuit, you can load in the modulo you get in the end, or is the polynomial? No, you load the polynomial to it, and as you just pass bit by bit, you end up with the remainder,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
and you can easily do it on super large files, and it just takes no resources at all.
Yeah.
'Cause it's a hardware thing.
So by default, Legend of Dragoon uses Studio A. We tried Echo, which was the crazy one. Delay, which kind of just had like a single like echo bounce, and then Pipe was that last one. Let's try Space. That was number 6, so 5. Alright, not really much to this. It's kind of funny how much of this stuff is actually like built into the game, um, but there's just no way to access it. This is Fall. Kind of boring as well. Actually, speaking
The
of
space
things,
sounds very spacey.
yeah, it does. Speaking of things that are built into the game, but inaccessible, um, I've got something kind of cool to show. If only I could remember what I was still called this. Let me see what number it was. Number 5 or maybe 6. Alright, check this out. I'm pretty sure it was 6. We'll see in a sec. Alright, watch this transition on the main menu. See that? That was an effect that they added into the game but never actually used. Found all kinds of little things like that.
Now I'm wondering if I'll have to re-record some of the stuff for Drew.
Yeah, any of the SC stuff, now that we've got reverb implemented, will definitely need to be re-recorded.
And
Uh,
I'm
that was kind of my bad. We're in the process of recording a comparison video, comparing the retail music and stuff to the much improved separate chains. And it had been so long since I had actually played on retail that I completely forgot how much of a difference the reverberation actually makes. So Alepri had already recorded like a bunch of SC clips, and Sonlin had been recording actually straight from a PS1, so we could get like, straight from the source, no emulator, like legit, like yellow and red audio output. And yeah, even with all the improvements, just with like, the fact that retail did have the reverberation, it still kind of sounded better. So I was like, all right, well, we're gonna have to delay the video, and I've been working on getting reverb working since the weekend. Didn't take too long, fortunately, but yeah, we'll re-record everything now.
I'm just wondering if I'm gonna do it under the current sequencer or straight up OpenAL.
You recorded the other stuff through OpenAL, right?
No, the other stuff is from SC.
Okay, okay, okay. Um,
All I did was just I made it so that the polyphonic key pressure stuff is thrown away, so you only end up with the background
right.
music instead of the actual sound effects.
Okay. I think it would be best to record it through SC, um, just because I want it to be representative of what people will be getting in recommended build 2. Because the reverb stuff is going into the recommended build.
Right, and this will be the recommended build 3, right?
Yeah, yeah, the new stuff that you're doing will be the next release after that. Yeah, hey, we're doing pretty well. We got reverb all working, which is great. Oh, there was a lot of chat since I started babbling. Hey, Ninchi. Yeah, so for anyone who is just joining, um, we got reverb working and it sounds great. I will play the song one more time. Actually, let's do the title music. Sounds a lot meatier with the reverb enabled. Let's pop into in-game and listen to a couple of different things. Yeah, that makes a big difference.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that sounds fucking amazing.
Yeah, it really does.
And
Why
that's
why
just me
did
listening through the YouTube
terrible
crushing
YouTube,
the
yeah.
sound.
Oh yeah, keep in mind everyone that YouTube also destroys everything. Yeah, why did Nightbot yeet Doom again? Stop spamming symbols. Okay, I'm gonna have to get Drew to just disable that. Where should we go, Lepre? Any suggestions?
No idea. Oh, that's gonna be the the old sequencer, right? If you're in game.
Yeah. You know what? We'll just do best song in the game. Let's try combat. Not really a whole lot of difference here. Alright, Spyro wants to hear Forest. Hunteria, what was it that you wanted me to show again? Uh, yeah, no, this is actually much better than original. We handled the audio at a lot higher quality than the PS1 is able to. So it's not your imagination, it does sound better. Yeah, we can play the intro again, with and without. Audio thread. Okay, so I'm gonna start it with it off. And then we're gonna enable it. Let's do a full play of it without. And now we'll do a full play with.
Yeah, and to answer Spyro's question, yeah, the stream will absolutely crush the quality of the audio.
Yeah.
Also the panning doesn't really show up as much on YouTube for some whatever reason.
Yeah, YouTube's audio compression is really, really bad. But yeah, I mean, the reverb is actually already available in the well, I can show you where it's available. If you go to the repository and go to the releases tab here on the side, so we've got the latest dev build, but we now also have the latest release candidate build. So if you come in here and grab whichever one for your computer, you can give this a try whenever you want. You'll get full reverb throughout the whole game.
Wait, let me try to figure out which song it was. No, that's Forest.
Wingley City Battle Theme. The one song in the game that I don't like. Does it play in Aglis? Do you know, Lepre?
I have no idea.
Spyro, it it doesn't include hard mode, but you can add hard mode very easily just by copying the mod from the mod folder of the release that you have.
Can you actually try the song 5950?
Yeah, I will in a sec.
That might be a good show of panning.
The sound just gave up. Interesting.